How to secretly record a conversation. Spycatcher Online would like to make it clear that some of the products featured in this film are illegal within the EU and around the world. You must check your local laws before buying or using any of these products. Hello and welcome to Videojug. We've come to the secret headquarters of Spycatcher Online to speak to surveillance expert Julia Adams about the different ways to secretly record a conversation. Step 1. Recording your phone conversations.
So if you wanted to record a phone call that you're part of, then you would need to have a special lead to enable you to do this. Once you've got your recorder, so something like this digital recorder, you would then choose the right lead for the job. So for instance, if you needed to record your mobile phone calls, then I would recommend something like this. This is a mobile record lead. So all you do is pop that into the mic socket, pop that into your ear, put your phone to that ear obviously, and just hit the record button and away you go. And everything that you're saying and the other person's saying will be recorded, so that's both sides of the telephone call. If you're recording from your office phone, then I'd recommend something slightly different. Same principle, but we just put a different lead in. So on the office line, a multi-line system, you're going to need a lead like this. Now this is our office system. All you have to do is remove the handset. So you remove where the curly cord plugs in the back of your office phone, unplug that, then plug this into that socket, and then finally, the end you've just removed has to go into here, and the last piece of this is your lead, which plugs again into the microphone socket of your recorder. So that would actually sit next to your phone, and as and when you want to record the calls, both sides again, you just hit your record button on your recorder. Alternatively, you can have it on record the whole time, but on voice activation, and then every time you pick up the phone and put it down, it will start and stop the recording. So that can work very well. Now, if you want to record your home phone calls, then it's a slightly different lead again. This one is very straightforward, and it's got a regular BT plug or telephone plug on the end of it, which fits into your socket on the wall, the regular phone socket. If you are connecting your phone into this, which you would want to, then you'd need a splitter. So the splitter goes into the socket on the wall, then this lead goes into one side of that, and your phone will go into the other, and then the only other part you've got is the lead on the end, which again goes into the mic socket of the recorder. Press record, away you go.
Step 2. Recording other people's phone conversations.
So in this day and age, if you wanted to monitor and or record phone calls when you're not part of that phone call, you're not present, that is possible for landline, but not for mobile unless you're part of the government. If you wanted to record, monitor both sides of a mobile phone call, so i.e. to intercept a phone call, a mobile phone call, it's highly restricted just for governments. I'm afraid there's not a lot we can do about that. But if you want to record, monitor your landline calls, we can offer a range of UHF telephone transmitters to any of our customers that live outside of the EU. Unfortunately, if you're part of the EU, it's restricted again and you can't purchase it. Something like this is a UHF telephone transmitter. Now that can be connected to a single line, so your home phone, either inside the phone, along the line, even inside the socket on the wall.
Step 3. Recording your face-to-face conversations.
Okay, so if you wanted to be able to record a face-to-face conversation, video and audio, then what we would recommend is a miniature video camera that would be on your person, disguised as something or not, and you can have that either hardwired to a recorder that again would be worn on your body, Or you can have a camera that transmits the picture to a receiver, which would be connected to a camcorder, regular video recorder, whatever you like. So a good example of a body-worn camera is the pen camera. Now this looks very normal, but actually when you look closely you will just see a very small camera lens hidden here in the pen clip. Now if I was to wear that, pop that in my pocket, then I could go off to meetings wherever, and as soon as I decide I need to actually film what's going on, I just have to push the button on the top to start the filming, to start the recording, and away I go. Because the cameras are so tiny, we really can fit them into pretty much anything you like. If you're talking about body worn, which is always the best for covert filming when you're present, something like a tie, a piece of clothing, you can pop one behind your buttonhole, whatever's good for you. And if I show you how tiny the lens of the camera is, I think you'll sort of understand how possible it is for us to fit these things into pretty much anything. You can just about see a little lens here. The rest of the casing, the workings of the camera can all be concealed. All you need to do is make a small, it's 2mm hole, so the lens that will see through anything that's 2mm or more.
Step 4. Recording other people's face-to-face conversations.
So if you need to actually monitor what's going on, face-to-face conversations when you're not present, then we have something that we can show you. If you do know the location, you can place something in the room or area, then our latest technology is GSM transmitters. Now, this looks like a regular table lamp, and it is, and it works normally, but inside of there we've placed a GSM infinity transmitter. It's got a SIM card in there, and all you have to do is dial into the unit itself. It opens up a very sensitive microphone, and you can monitor the area you've placed that in from anywhere in the world. There's unlimited distance with GSM, which is fantastic. Okay, so the second situation, so you don't know where the location is, you would maybe want to give someone a gift before they walk into that situation so that you can monitor what's going on, what's being said. So maybe something like a pen. You give them something nice, like a nice wooden pen, and they take that in with them. And with your receiver, this is UHF equipment, you will be able to hear via this everything that's being said when you're not present, and you can record from this as well. Or if you feel a gift isn't going to work, you can think of many different items, but if that's not going to work, you would maybe have to plant something on them. So in that case, something like this, which is what we call an ultra slim transmitter, can just be popped in a pocket or the lining of something or in a bag, and again, with your receiver, you will be able to hear exactly what's going on when you're not there.